sure it has anything to do with growth. The growth aspect would come into play if you were, let's just say you were in Oklahoma and you were working with a very small regional PEO that was really, like a lifestyle or family-owned business, where they might only have a few thousand employees. I think, if you're growing significantly, and you're over 50 employees or you're over 100 employees and you're scaling fast, you may want to look for a PEO that has more size and scale and more experience working with larger employers. But for the most part, the number of worksite employees doesn't really impact how the PEO services the client. PEOs manage clients. PEOs manage their book of business based upon the clients, not necessarily worksite employees. So, someone with 10 employees might be just as much work for the PEO as somebody with 50 employees. So, when is the right time to evaluate? It could be where the technology is not meeting your needs. It could be they're in certain states that you want to go into that they don't have strong health care for, or maybe they don't even have workers' compensation for. So I think what happens really is if you're starting to grow size-wise, it could impact it because they might not have the products and services you need to support a company of that size, or the complexity of your business. If you're going into a lot of different states, if you have a lot of remote worksite employees, if you're hiring people overseas, right? Those things could impact that. But ultimately, I think you should audit your PEO expenses once a year, and you should evaluate PEO opportunities and alternatives at least every other year as an employer, especially if you're in an existing PEO client. But at a minimum, you should be auditing every year, and that's something as a broker that I can do, and a PEO broker can do for you on an annual basis. It's just part of the service model.